If I'm making home tonight. What's going on, YouTube guys? Oh my God. August Alsina, this thing called life, guys. Let me just get into this album. Let me just tell y'all, this album is just the best R&B album of the year, in my opinion. I don't know about Chris Brown's album yet, but August Alsina has set a bar with this album. His last album, Testimony, which came out last year. Okay, that was his first. With this album, I really think that he really took his time out and related it to everybody's emotions and the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows of life. Period, guys. I really love this album. I give it a 10 out of 10, but guys, I really give it 100 out of 100 because it just speaks on community, struggle, just everything, self help, just believing in yourself. It just speaks on so much that this world needs to hear today, guys. I just love this album. Oh my God, every song. Okay, it has 15 songs, guys, and it's just every song is not talking about sex, which is one thing. Which is one thing a lot of R&B artists do more than talking about self help and the community. And this is what sets this album apart from all the other albums that people have been dropping out year after year after year about sex. And guys, it's not just about sex. R&B has to speak about meaningful things in life and just this is what this album does. And this is just one of those albums that you just gotta listen to. You can't skip a song. I mean, I haven't skipped not one song on this album. I like every song. It's so hard to choose a favorite. The beats sound very nice. I have to get into who did the beats of the album, but I just love it. We start off with this thing called Life, which is like the little skit at the beginning. It's just a lot of his thoughts bobbled up into one, and he's just explaining this thing called life. Everything that everything that people have questions to and people have answers to is what I love about this. Job featuring Anthony Hamilton and Jadakiss. Okay, you got to stay on your job on a daily day basis. Is what I definitely can relate. Anybody can relate to the song. It's just trying to keep your job, trying to keep things together, trying to keep your life in order. I love it. Job is just probably another. It's just probably one of my favorites on this album. Why do I do it? It's just like one of those grind and grind type songs, and I was definitely feeling it with Lil Wayne. Okay, his verse was okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was just okay for me, but it was still a good song. Hollywood is just amazing. It's talking about his life in Hollywood. How Hollywood is such a crazy place to live in, but still, stay on your grind at the same time. And I love it. I love it. Hip hop is just one of the best songs on this album. Hip hop is just talking about him coming up as a kid, how he admired Tupac, Biggie, and people that, kind of, set a bar for music. I was definitely feeling hip hop. Then we get to Change, which is just a great song. I feel like everyone can relate to. It's good to make change in your life. I was definitely feeling it. Number seven, Dreamer was beautiful. Just had a nice beat to it. All these songs had banging ass beats. Okay, every song spoke something true about life. Every one of these songs had a thing about life in it, which is what I'm loving about this album. It was really no sexual type things or sexual type stuff talking about in this album, probably except for number nine. But guys, number eight, been around the world feature Chris Brown. I mean that these two always make great duets with each other. They just killed this song. Y'all know Chris Brown is one of my favorite artists. But August Alsina has just really stepped up the bar. But on this song, they made a great duo, a great duet. I was definitely feeling it. They japped on this. First time was just talking about his first time. I definitely was feeling it. Would you know? Very great song. This was another one of my favorites on this album. That beat, then the little interlude, then Song Cry was just it's just cut at the cut at the cut. That was another one of my favorites. Song Cry was just originally a saying from Jay-Z, but he put it into his own in perspective. And guys, I really like it. He's just talking about his brother, the loss of his brother, as we know, he talked about on his past mixtape and his last album. He's still been struggling about with the passing of his brother and just how his mom has not been able to cope with it. And God's Song Cry was just a very, very deep song. I think it's one of the deepest and the most personal songs on this album that anybody could feel if they have a lost one. Definitely was feeling it. Other Side, beautiful, just a great, great, great song. It's just so much meaningful songs on this album. You just can't skip. You just can't skip a track. American Dream was just talking about people telling you you can't do this and people telling you you can't do that, but you still proving them wrong. And that's one of the things. That's one of the self help songs of this album. That's another one of the personal songs on this album. I just feel like August Alsina, this is his best album so far. This is his second studio album, and this is his best. Okay, what else more does he have in store is what I'm trying to figure out because he is amazing. He really, really set the bar for R&B with this album. He is a great artist, great singer, great songwriter. You can tell he took his time. It wasn't rushed. And I just really feel like this is one of his most personal works that he has done, one of his most personal arts right now because following a little bit of his career. I haven't followed the whole entire career, but I'm following him a lot more than I did on his first album. I'm following him more, and I definitely will be buying this album. Please believe me, I will be buying this album. Then this is when we get to look at how far I've come. He's talking about how far he has come from all the bull crap that he has been through, and growing up in his hood, and how he's been very, very successful now. And I really feel like he is a child of God because he really, 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 really speaks a lot about religion, and he just really, really just put everything in perspective on this album. The encore, which was just a great way to end the album, amazingly, epically done. It's just amazing. He was just telling you the end. This was just like the intro of the album. The intro of the album. You know, I just really have no words. This album is just the best right now. Okay, I don't know who else has anything in store. I know Chris Brown's album comes out this week. I can't wait to hear Royalty. I'm looking very forward to listening. Y'all know I love me some Chris Brown because Chris Brown is an amazing artist. Of course. But right now, August Alsina is topping it right now. He is jumping off on this album. I am going to be playing the dog out this album. You guys, y'all better pick this up. Y'all better get into it. Y'all better get into this album, okay? This is Forever Brandon TV coming back to you guys with another video on this amazing album review